The Olympic trials are underway. We'll have the Night 1 recap, plus a visit to the Aquazone, live interviews, and much more. You're watching Lane 9.
Good evening. I'm Ariana Kukers. I can't even say my name right. I'm Ariana Kukers, and we're so glad that you joined us. This is going to be our home for the next 8 days. The USA Swimming House at the Old Mattress Factory in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm joined tonight by my Olympic teammate, Carolyn Joyce, and you can see right behind us, the CenturyLink Center is where everything is going to take place throughout the next 8 days. And the action is already well underway as this Olympic team is starting to form. Kara, you were on the pool deck tonight. What is the atmosphere like?
Ari, the atmosphere was incredible. Every single finish, the fans were on their feet. Everyone was cheering. Honestly, there is nothing like Olympic trials.
There really isn't, and this is the first time that we have been here as spectators and not
Yes.
swimming. But let's start to take a breakdown of what was happening tonight. So we started out with the 400 IM for men. What happened there?
The men's 400 IM, a great race to start out with. Ryan Lochte took the lead in the fly-in back, really trying to give himself distance between him and the rest of the crowd on those first two legs. It wasn't enough though. Chase Kalish and Jay Litherland snuck in for those first and second place finishes. However, we did find out that Ryan did pull his groin in prelims of that race this morning. He actually contemplated scratching the event, but swam actually a very strong race considering his circumstances. And I think that's going to bode well for his backstroke and freestyle races later on in this meet.
Yeah, and I think too, we have to remember that Michael Phelps placed 4th in the London Olympics, right out of the gate in the 400 IM. This is not Ryan's first time around. I think he's going to come back stronger than ever. I think we're going to see a lot from him as the day continues to go. But let's take a look at Jay Litherland. He is a triplet. What do you know about him?
He's a triplet. There's 3 of him. And interesting, they all qualified for Olympic trials. So Jay, being the first one to finish in the top 2, is definitely setting the bar high for his 2 brothers later on in this meet. But a great 1-2 finish by 2 Georgia Bulldogs. So really good for the dogs.
Yeah, go dogs. Okay, so next we had the 400 freestyle. What took place in that one for men?
Yes, 400 freestyle was also an amazing race. Like I said, fans were on their feet for this one. We had Clark Smith with the outside smoke in the first 200 meters, taking it out well under world record pace.
Wow.
But our 2 Connors, Yeager and Dwyer, did not let him out of their sight, and they came on very strong in the finish. Connor Yeager actually finishing with the 3rd fastest time in the world this year.
Wow. Okay, so the next one, the 400 individual medley. Now this is one of my babies, I guess. This is the first event that I qualified for the U.S. national team in. Take us through that one.
The 400 IM, actually something that we really predicted. We had our 2 strongest finishers, I think, finish first and second with Maya Dorado and Elizabeth Beisel. Beisel earning her 3rd Olympic spot, her 3rd Olympic team, and Dorado earning her 1st. So they're going to make a great pair. I'm very happy that those are the 2 ones that we're sending to Rio in that event.
Yeah, and I think an important thing to note here is that the second place finisher isn't quite on the team yet because there's 26 men and 26 women that get to go on to Rio.
Yes.
And for the most part, this has never happened before because there's usually duplicates and people make the team in multiple races.
Yes.
But so far the second place are not on the team yet, but can't wait to see. Now we had some semifinals today. We had the 100 fly for women. What went down there?
Yeah, the 100 fly for women, also something that we predicted. We have Dana Vollmer leading the pack going into finals tomorrow night and Kelsey Whirl in 2nd place.
Yeah, and I saw Kelsey right after the race, and she had an incredible prelim, and you could just see her face was lit up. She was ready to go. I can't wait to see what those 2 throw down tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Okay, last one, 100 breaststroke for men. What happened there?
100 breaststroke, we have 2 newbies. We don't have a single man in that field that has qualified for the Olympic team yet. So, you know, we're writing a new story for this 100 breast. We have Kevin Cordes in 1st and Cody Miller seated 2nd going into finals tomorrow night.
Wow, well, we cannot wait to tune in. But the Olympic trials are sold out for all 8 days. But if you don't have tickets and you want to be a part of the action, you can go to the Aquazone. So the Aquazone is put on by USA Swimming. It's bigger, better than ever. There's something there for all ages, and it's completely free. And Kara got in there today and gave us a sneak preview. So let's check out what she took a look at.
Really cool features about the 2016 swim trials is the Aquazone. And where I'm standing now is at the entrance to about 100,000 square feet of 35 different fan interactive experiences. This place is open to the general public and it's bigger and better than it's ever been before. One of the really cool experience this year is Surf Omaha, presented by Marriott Rewards. It's literally a giant wave set up here in the Aqua Zone. People are going to get on a surfboard and try their hand at surfing. And while you have your suit on, another thing you can do is the Michael Phelps Swim Spa Challenge, presented by Master Spas. They're going to turn up the pool to swim as fast as Michael Phelps, and you can see how long you can hang on. Another way to get wet in the Aqua Zone is to try your hand at the ancient art of balance with log rolling, presented by Swim Jitsu with Key Log Rolling. It's an entire pool with 2 logs in it, and you have to work your way down the pool while you row the log. Probably not something I'll be trying. And if you're not too keen on getting your suit on, another feature is the Mutual of Omaha Water Wall. And it literally looks like lane lines going up the ceiling. This is a great activity for you and your family to try. People are gonna love the USA Swimming Foundation foam pit. Make a splash, dive in, go crazy. Those are just a few of the things offered here at the USA Swimming Aqua Zone in Omaha. It's bigger, it's better than ever. If you guys are here in Omaha, come check it out.
Looks like Kara had a great time there. Now, if you'll take a look at the board behind me, we are going to keep track of our Olympic team as it's starting here at the Olympic trials. So we have a few names on here now. We have Maya Dorado, Chase Kalish, and Connor Yeager. So can't wait to see how this develops as the meet continues to go on. But as I come this way, I'm with Peter Vanderkay. Hi, Pete.
Hey, Ari, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
So Pete is a 2004, 2008, 2012 Olympian. You have 2 gold, 2 bronze, and for freestyle, this is your first trials in 12 years that you haven't competed in. What's it like for you personally to watch this and not be involved in the action?
It feels really good. I got the same excitement, except I didn't go through the pain of the race,
right?
so it was really awesome.
Yeah, and you don't smell like chlorine or anything. Your hair looks great, so
Thank you.
you're staying dried out. So let's think about this 400 free now. There was some outside smoke going on, and you've been in this position before. Maybe you were the outside smoke at one point, or you're in the middle. Is that shaking the guys up? Is that shaking Connor up as these guys on the outside are having incredible races?
I think it definitely took a veteran performance from both Connors to kind of swim their own race and let those guys go out on the outside knowing that they could come home strong.
Yeah, definitely. Now, what are you most looking forward to as this team continues to develop? We have the 200 free kicking off tomorrow. What are the sights and sounds that you've noticed around Omaha? I know you just got in today. I dragged him on the show.
Well, I got off the plane and came right here, but it feels somewhat familiar and just a great excitement in the town. I can tell from being in the stands that everyone's really excited to be here and loving just the ambiance of Olympic trials. So I'm really looking forward to seeing who makes the team and who swims really fast.
Yeah, well, thank you, Pete. And as you just said, there's so much going on in Omaha, and they do a credible job putting this together. And so we wanted to learn a little bit more about Omaha, and so we put together a segment that we call Omaha. Did you know that it is illegal to go whale fishing in the state of Nebraska? Important yet interesting law, since Nebraska's landlocked. Omaha? Also, just down the street, the Henry Dorley Zoo and Aquarium, the largest indoor rainforest in the nation. Some say it's one of the best rainforests in all of the world. If you have time, go check it out. Send us some pictures. All right, Peter, we're going to toss to a segment in a second about embarrassing moments, but do you have any embarrassing moments, any suits ripping or missing races? What do you got for us?
You know, I did have a suit rip in 2008, but luckily I wasn't on the blocks yet.
You weren't?
I had time to switch it out, and everything went all right. So I'm trying to think back of any other embarrassing moments, but that's all I can think of right now.
Yeah, did you ever miss a race and your coach get mad at you? I couldn't really remember anything like that.
Not at this level, thankfully. I think that happened at the age group level for sure.
Yeah, but that definitely gets the adrenaline spiking. The heart rate is going definitely all over the place. All right, so we had a chance to talk to some of our national team members and get to know them a little bit better. We asked them some questions about what is their most embarrassing moment. So let's check it out.
Just a couple years ago, actually, at the previous Olympic trials, I was like, what, 20 years old.
I don't know about my best, but I got DQ'd when I was a little kid once.
I was behind the blocks, and I was like doing my arm swings and getting ready to race.
I thought it was like a slip for Dairy Queen. I didn't know what it meant or anything. I was like, You know, I didn't know what getting disqualified was.
And the back of my suit just blew out. Like, I felt it rip. It just ripped all the way down the back, and right behind me was the press box, and I heard people in the press box go, "Oh."
I was like, well, I must have done good. I got to slip for Dairy Queen, get some free ice cream on the way home. I was like, it's gonna be a good summer day, you know?
So yeah, I showed my butt to like pretty much 15,000 people at Olympic trials. It was like the worst thing that could have possibly happened to me. And I like made Yahoo News, I think. Like, that was kind of cool, but it was just super embarrassing.
Now, we will watch Cody Miller. He's seated second going into the final race of the 100 breaststroke tomorrow. So keep your eye open for that. Now, I want to know if you have a more embarrassing moment for that or than theirs. Did you think that DQ meant Dairy Queen? Have you missed a race? What kind of embarrassing moments do you have? I want to know them. Tweet me at #Lane9. Another notable thing tonight, I was walking to my set. I saw a team of about 70 people that all had Dwyer on the back of their shirts, which I went up and assumed that it was the entire Dwyer family. They're rolling 70 deep at this Olympic trials. We're going to catch up with them at some point this week, hear the ins and outs, who's the most competitive one in the family. Did you know that Connor Dwyer is a twin? So we're going to get a lot more information about that from the Dwyer crew, but they are celebrating and having a great time tonight. So that's it. That's all I have for you. But be sure to tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time, where Caitlin Sandino will be hosting Deck Pass Live. She's going to give you all the recap, preview of day 2. So be sure to catch that at usaswimming.org as day 2 of the U.S. Olympic swim trials gets underway. And I'll be back here tomorrow night, same time, same place. Ariana Kukers, I hope to see you then. Thank you, guys.